Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and just a little talk about what's going on at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. I feel so sorry for the people that live on the Gulf Coast because they just continue to get hammered over and over and over again. I honestly don't know if I could continue to stay in an area that is just so ravaged all the time with, these hurricanes. You guys know that I'm from Los Angeles and I have lived through quite a few earthquakes and 2 or 3 really good big size earthquakes, and they are scary as hell because unlike hurricanes and tornadoes, you don't really get any warning. They happen suddenly and you just can't never be prepared for them, especially when it happens in the middle of the night, when you in that good sleep with the blanket like snuggled up right here. It's really alarming to be awakened by your house shaking at 3 in the morning. So I know what it's like to be in a natural disaster and everything. However, I also understand that these people have lives there and that they've been living there all their life and that generations of their families have been living there. So it's probably hard for them to just pick up and leave, move to a new state, move from something that they know so well and that they love. So, it's just a hard place to be. I just feel sorry for everybody out there. They've only had 1 confirmed death in Mississippi. However, that number could rise. I mean, there's people that's stuck. They're having rescue missions right now. People that are, back in the same situation on their roofs, waiting for somebody to come get them. So it's just my heart goes out to them. We're going to keep our prayers up for everybody that's in the Gulf. Special shout out to a fellow YouTuber, B-Bondi1, that I know plenty of you guys also watch her videos. I believe she lives in New Orleans or she's somewhere right in that vicinity and she's being directly affected. So we're gonna, hope that she keeps her head up, her family, her friends, just everybody down there. We're gonna continue to pray for you guys' safety. Alright, you guys, this is going to be a section of Top of the Blogs that I'm going to do right now called Reality Recap, because you guys have been asking me to do so many shows. I know that September is coming and the reality show is about to be big, booming. It's a whole bunch coming. Chrissy and Mr. Jones, T.I. and Tiny. We have R&B Divas coming on right now. Vince and Tamar's show is coming. We got Braxton Family Values on already. It's just Basketball Wives LA. It's a whole bunch of shows, and I'm only really going to dedicate a video to Basketball Wives LA. All the rest of them, I know you guys want me to review them, but I'm not. I'm just not, because I have a life also, and you guys don't know how much I dedicate already trying to this channel with these videos, and editing takes an awful long time. It's just too much. So what I'm gonna do instead is on my Top of the Blogs videos, I'm gonna do like a reality recap where if I just happen to catch a show, I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna be watching these shows faithfully every week, but if I happen to catch it, whatever is the biggest story in the episode of whatever reality show, I'll talk about it in this part. Maybe that'll appease some of you guys. And then there's other people that's doing reviews too. Like I said, B-Bondi1, Closet Freak, I'm the Realist, Mr. Still Standing, Ashley Miller. I mean, just all these other people are doing them also. I'll put everybody's link in the bottom. Everybody's YouTube channel name that I'm sure most of you guys know about, but I'll put everybody down there so you guys can, let's just keep the love, spread it around. You guys, let's support everybody, okay? So that way everybody won't be stretched so thin. R&B Divas, I haven't even caught the show. I haven't even been wanting to catch the show because I didn't really care about them girls' lives when they were supposedly big names, and with the exception of Faith. Now, Faith is my girl. I do like Faith. I love her music. I think she has a beautiful voice and everything, but I don't feel like what the fuck everybody talking about. I don't even really feel like Faith has ever really had a personality that attracted me to her, that I wanted to know what was going on in her life. She just kind of seemed boring to me. Now, maybe things have changed on the show now, and I will try to catch it sometime this week and really give it a fair chance, but I don't really care about them. Kiki Wyatt, and I don't even know the other girl's name. Monifa, that's the only one that I can think of. And who else? And Faith is somebody from Brownstone. I don't even know who the other person is, so I was just like, oh, who cares? But I'll catch it. I'll give it a chance. Has anybody seen the video of Mimi going off on Jermaine Dupri's YouTube channel? Evidently, Miss Mimi Faust is upset with us hating ass bitches, us judgmental bitches that hate on her, that have shit to say about her because she's decided to put her life on the camera. Just because I didn't lie about my life, all of a sudden everybody want to talk shit. I'm real with mine. I say what I say because that shit really happened. If you guys got a fucking problem with me, I don't know what to tell you. My shit is real. Plenty of y'all bitches out there that's been in the same shoes as me. None of y'all can really talk. Fuck y'all that got something to say. Y'all, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous because of a couple of things. First of all, I feel like she had been drunk, or maybe she was drinking and they was having a good time. Secondly, I felt like the guys that was there was laughing at her and not with her. And it just felt like, you know, she was pumped up and they kept on asking her questions about Stevie J, and it was just making her say more and more stuff. It made her look silly because the fact of the matter is ain't nobody asked you to be on this show. You decided to be on this show. You decided to put your life out there. And in whatever capacity, you guys, when you put your life out for somebody else to judge, that's just what it is. Even my small little channel, I'm putting myself out there, okay? And people can have something to say. I know one day if I ever get to be big or have some sort of, you know, celebrity about myself, that damn lunchtime nothingness, the weekend edition, I know for sure that video is probably gonna come back to haunt me. But I stand beside it. You know, it was my decision to put it out. You know, and whatever happened on that video is what it was. But you know, you put yourself out there every week. So when you be on a show as big as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you got to take the good with the bad. I mean, they get a lot of positive things that happen for them. I mean, they make a lot of money on the side from the show and everything. You also have to take the criticism. You also have to know that people are going to be staring into your life in the most minute, teeniest, tiniest detail. So I don't feel sorry for Mimi because she's decided to do that. And, you know, for her to be going off on us on camera and everything, it just was ridiculous. I felt sorry for the child. And then on Basketball Wives LA, we got a newcomer. Her name is Brooke Bailey, and she supposedly is dating basketball player from Detroit Pistons. What is his name? I think his name is Vernon Macklin, or Vernon McLean. Well, looks like Mr. McLean and went and got some prostitute pregnant in Miami. So there's this whole drama with the fact that he's got somebody pregnant when he's got this woman on Basketball Wives LA. Now, the rumor is that the only reason why Brooke Bailey is with him is because she needed some sort of tie in order to be on this show and for it to make sense. They just didn't want to throw her on there, so they, figured that she needed to have a boyfriend, some sort of basketball player, so that it can really make sense. And they're saying that that's the only reason why she's even with this guy to begin with. It's sort of like how they did the Marlo. Y'all remember the Marlo? Real Housewives of Atlanta? Okay, remember the Triceratops that she was dating, that they tried to make us think that she was really dating that football player? What was his name? What was his name? Why I can't never remember anybody's name? The big old Charles Grant. None of us believed that she was really with him because we know that Marlo likes the more affluent, the more rich, the more white, the more older man. So we didn't believe that whole thing with Charles Grant, and it's probably going to be the same situation with Brooke Bailey. We're going to see if they're going to talk about, his jump off in Miami on the show. Evelyn is going to be on Good Morning America, and she's going to be talking about that ill-fated night when she and Chad Ochocinco Johnson had their headbutting incident. He hasn't talked to him since the situation happened. They had this short 41-day marriage, and I guess she's ready to open up and tell us about the whole situation. I guess she's going to take off her hat, and so that we can see the scars and, talk about what really happened. I still think that story is so unfortunate, you guys. I really, really did hope that they would get it together, but damn, it just seemed like once that happened, it was over. Wasn't even no chance of trying to reconcile or anything. Chad seems to be taking it all in stride, and he's not even willing to let his fans feel sorry for him because he knows that this is a bed that he made and now he has to lie in it. So I think that's really mature of him. I think that Chad will not get the same backlash as Chris Brown did because he's decided to look at it this way. So, I really do think that things are going to turn out okay for Chad. He seems to have grown up quite a bit in these last few weeks with everything that's happened to him. They're also saying that Chad might face a year in jail, but I don't really think that's happening. I think that he's probably, since he's never really been in trouble for anything like this before, I feel like they're probably going to give him probation. They're probably going to give him anger management classes. They might give him a little bit of, public service or whatever. But other than that, I think he's he's gonna escape jail. Gordon, who has been Bobbi Kris's right-hand man ever since Whitney Houston died, has been rumored that he has proposed to our girl Bobbi Kris and that they are going to be getting married in New Jersey. That they are going to be vacationing, honeymooning in St. Bart's. Now, I don't really know how much I believe that. I do wonder about Mr. Nick Gordon. Remember that Bobbi Kristina is in control of a $20 million fortune that Whitney Houston left her supposedly, and all of a sudden he is just there, ace boon coon and always around. Now, I'm not saying that he never was there. Evidently they said that he was like Whitney Houston's godson or play son or play cousin or whatever he was, and she felt the need to help him, you know, take care of him and things like that, but we never really heard about him. Like, I ain't never even seen him in the backgrounds on the red carpet. I mean, I know we probably wouldn't have seen him anyway, but it just, something is weird about these two. It's terrible because, you know, Bobbi Kristina, maybe she's reaching out, trying to, you know, reach out to somebody, and he's that one. I really hope that he's not with her for the money, but it do kind of give you that old gold digger eyebrow raise. So y'all tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that is true love between Nick and Bobbi Kris, or is he looking for the come up? Your girl Oprah has been the highest paid celebrity in 2009, 2010, 2011, and now 2012. She's just always making money. Hell, she made $125 million less in 2012 than she did in 2011 and still cleared $165 million. So yeah, Oprah is doing just fine. That $125 million loss, though, I'm sure she felt that. That's a whole lot of money to us, but it's a whole lot of money to her too. Can you imagine? I mean, it's still, you don't, when you was making almost $400 million, you really didn't want to bring that on down to 165 million. Did I get my math right? 300 million. What I think kind of happened was Oprah was trying to find her footing. You know, this station that she has, this channel that she has been difficult for her, and we already know she lost a lot of money in that deal. And you know, she was kind of chilling when she got off, and then she realized that no, maybe I need to get out there and hustle for this channel. So now she's been doing all of these big interviews. You know, she had 50 Cent, she had Bobbi Kristina and all of Whitney Houston's family, and she had Gabby, and she had Rihanna. So she's been on the grind to get big names and, you know, to get people to notice her channel, because she does have a couple of good shows on there. I mean, Sweeties, Welcome to Sweeties was a good show, and I hear the Beverly Johnson, if she still has her show, I heard that was good. I never watched it, but and of course we are always going to watch Oprah. The next big interview that Oprah has coming up is with Jennifer Hudson and her sister. And I didn't really know that Jennifer Hudson was considered a big interview. But, you know, I guess with, you know, her family's killer, her mom, her brother, and her nephew, the killer was finally brought to justice and sentenced and whatever. Or maybe the sentences is coming up. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, maybe this is why they're going to be talking to her. Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, I told you guys that the grasshopper, better known as Wiz Khalifa, came out and said that no, Amber Rose is not pregnant and that she will be pregnant for him sometime in the future, but not right now. Well, it turns out that his platinum bombshell is indeed pregnant. I already knew that she was pregnant. I didn't know why they was trying to act like that, because, you know, she had just came out with her alcohol, that whipped Smirnoff vodka, and all of a sudden she wasn't promoting it anymore. I mean, she was promoting it right at the beginning, and then all of a sudden it just fell off. She wasn't dyeing her hair anymore, which is what she is known for. Her signature is her blonde hair. She was wearing all these big smocks and loose-fitting clothes when she was in public, and it's just not her. You know, we also know her for her body. Her hair and her body is what she's known for. So it was obvious to me, and I was just wondering how long they was going to really be trying to, you know, tell us that she wasn't pregnant. The rumor now is that she is going to be on MTV Music Awards with Wiz, and that she is going to be performing in a mashup of Love on Top and Work Hard, Play Hard, and that she's going to... I can't even keep a straight face with that, y'all. She ain't gonna be performing a mashup of Love on Top. I was just joking around. Just a little jokey joke. Rumor is that she is going to reveal her big stomach at the MTV Music Awards, and it's probably gonna be on the red carpet. So congrats to the new couple. Now I'm wondering, when are you guys getting married? Mr. Marcus, who is a widely known, very famous porn star, doctored up an STD test results that he had, and then continued to go and have sex with who the hell knows how many people, and maybe infected them with the syphilis that he was infected with. Now that to me is a goddamn shame, because you know, there's been women in the past that's worked with him who refused to work with him now because they said that when they would be fucking, he would come inside of the women. You know, the agreement would be that he wouldn't finish inside, but he would come inside of them and he would think the shit was funny. So a lot of the female porn stars that has worked with him has refused to do it because he's been tripping for the long fucking time. I've never liked him too much. When I've seen him in different pornos, I always thought that he was arrogant, cocky. I thought he was very rough. He was just nothing that I liked. I'm not really surprised. I don't give a fuck if you got a big ass dick, okay? If the shit is infected with syphilis, I don't want to know parts of it. And this syphilis situation, see right there, that's enough to get your dick cut off, because the whole thing is this. He was tested on July 21st. There's a 10-day waiting period where you have to take the medication, and then you know, you're okay again. Why the fuck he couldn't just wait them 10 damn days? I mean, you fuck every day. That's your job. You mean to tell me that you couldn't take a fucking 2-week vacation, take your nasty ass somewhere and sit down and heal up before you come out back into the, you know, back into work? That don't make no goddamn sense. It's ridiculous. And you know, he's got the nerve to play the victim and say that he's sorry. Yeah, you sorry all fucking right. You done put people's lives in danger. You done infected people, and you ain't no telling how many times he done doctored up tests. And that's why I don't feel bad for him, because if he's done it this time, chances are he's probably done it in the past. Remember a couple of weeks ago I told you guys about Chris Bosh and the fact that he had purchased a $73,000 home in Texas and was trying to claim that as his primary residence because he was trying to escape the state law in Florida. State law in Florida says that, you know, when you have to pay child support, that you have to give 3% of your salary. And we figured out that it was going to be somewhere around $33,000 a month or something like that. And y'all know that Mr. Bosh ain't trying to pay more than the $2,000 that he already does. After the baby mama's lawyers kind of ripped Chris Pole's defense to shreds, and it was proven that when Chris Bosh bought his house in Texas in 2010, that he was claiming that as a second residence, and that his primary residence was indeed in Florida. So now it's looking like this might be the bone that Pole baby mama needed. They might have thrown the child a bone finally. The judge still has to make the official ruling on this, but this might help her case. There's been all types of names thrown into the mix, okay? A few weeks ago it was Kanye West, and I was thinking to myself, like, this is not good. I don't want Kanye West to be on American Idol. It's already too much for me in my senses to see him on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's about all I can take of Kanye on a weekly basis. I don't want him to be on there. I don't want no rapper to be on there. Even though Kanye is not like this hard edge, you know, grimy, in the gutter hip-hop artist or anything like that. I just don't want to see him on a show like that. That would make him kind of seem like he's sold out. Wouldn't it be weird to see Kanye on American Idol? So now the big name that's been thrown around is Nicki Minaj. And since half of everybody think that the child done sold out anyway, you know, maybe this might work out well. I still kind of wish that she wouldn't do it either, but hell, $8 million, which is what the rumor is that they're offering her. $8 million is hard to turn down, you guys, especially with the album sales not being what they used to be. These artists have to come up with other ways to make their money and shit. Quiet as it's kept, you give me $8,000 and I'll be a judge. So yeah, we might be seeing Nicki Minaj on a weekly basis on American Idol. Now the problem is that Nicki Minaj is endorsed by Pepsi, and we all know that American Idol is endorsed by Coke. So they're trying to work out the particulars on that. That's what the rumor is. But if they can hammer through all of that, we might be seeing the old pink-haired, big booty girl every single week. What do you guys think about that? I'm really wondering what Mariah Carey is going to feel about this, because now she might probably be upstaged by Nicki Minaj and all her antics. This is sort of like a follow-up video, because everything I talk about on this video is kind of talking about what's happened in the past, huh? Okay, so you guys remember me telling you guys about Mary J. Blige getting the role of Betty Shabazz in an upcoming movie, and everybody was kind of complaining that it should have been given to Angela Bassett, because Angela Bassett, you know, had been played Betty Shabazz in Malcolm X and did so well. Well, you guys might be happy to hear that they have decided to cast Angela Bassett in the movie, and now the movie is going to be Betty and Coretta, and Angela Bassett is going to be playing Coretta Scott King. So you guys, we might have the best of both worlds, or it might be just horrible, because the thing is, we know Mary J. Blige is not really a developed actress, and then you got this strong force that is Angela Bassett, and put them two together, I just wonder how that's going to work out. You guys remember in Dreamgirls, remember how Beyonce had that lead role as Dina or whatever, and then you had Jennifer Hudson, who just completely overshadowed Beyonce. I mean, completely just washed her out. We don't even really remember Beyonce's part in that movie, but we do all remember Jennifer Hudson. I'm wondering if this is going to be the same thing. Like, is Mary J. Blige going to be just washed out with that? I'm wondering if they should put somebody stronger with Angela Bassett, or they should put maybe a weaker actress with Mary J. Blige. Of course, the story deserves some justice, and it needs to be done right. So I just hope it turns out right. All right, you guys. So this case has been a mess, and while I have been following it off camera, you guys know I haven't really talked too much about Tameka and Usher's case, because it just never really feel right, and it felt really kind of close, and I'll explain why. I had told you guys before that I had been around Tameka a few times in the past, and while she seemed like she was very strong-willed and outspoken, and, you know, a lot sometimes, I never felt like she was all that horrible of a person. And the reason why I have been around her is because, although I'm not good friends with Tameka, my family was good friends with Ryan Glover, which is Tameka's ex-husband. And we know his children very well. His kids have been over to my house plenty of times, and my kids have spent nights, weekends, plenty of times, plenty of days over at his house. I mean, my family was close with his family. We've been over there Sunday nights for dinner and all of that stuff. So it just felt like, just out of respect for the whole situation, that I was really going to try to stay away from this mess. And then when the tragedy hit and Kyle was, you know, when he died, when he was killed in the jet ski accident, it just made it even worse. Like, I couldn't, it's really difficult for me to talk about it without getting emotional. Of course, I did a video about it, and it just was a mess. I just never could put it up because I just was all over the place. I was crying. You know, nobody wants to be seeing all that. So I've just decided to stay away from it. But now that the case has, you know, come about, and it's just in the news, and people keep asking me about it, I've just decided that I will say something. When the funeral was over, and Usher had decided to go full steam ahead with the case, everybody was kind of surprised about that, but I wasn't really surprised about it, because since like I told you guys, I had been following this case, and to me, Usher had been pretty much of an asshole the whole time that the case had been going along. So it didn't surprise me that he was ready to go right back into court, you know, soon after her son Kyle had died. Now, granted, Tameka is probably too outspoken. Tameka does say things that, you know, she does put herself out there for other people to react to her, and she says what she wants to say, and she does what she wants to do, and a lot of people are unsympathetic to that. A lot of people feel like she's using the situation with Kyle's death to her advantage. I don't feel that way at all. I just kind of feel like Tameka is not Usher, and she doesn't have the big voice that he has. I mean, people love Usher. You guys have to understand, he's got a fan base of millions of people that's been his fans for years and years and years. And then you got her, this older woman who married him, and you know, the mama didn't like, and all of this stuff that was against her already. She's got a lot against her now. I'm not trying to make excuses for her at all, because I sometimes wish that she would just not be out, and that she wouldn't say anything, and that she, you know, she would just kind of handle things behind closed doors. But she's not that type of person. And I can tell you that it is difficult to watch somebody talk about you bad, or to have the facts incorrect and just say it over and over in the media. Now, I know that from the whole situation with Kyle's death and the things that were being put out. It's a lot of inaccurate facts out there. Even when I get negative comments on my YouTube channel, most of the times I delete them, I block them, I move on. But it's a lot of times when it's hard to do that because they push a button, they say something to you that you want to react to, you want to lash out and say something back to them that's going to hurt them the same way. But you have to realize that you can't always do that, because what happens is a lot of times when you react to somebody that's negative, you turn off other viewers that's watching this back and forth between you and, you know, this person that's come onto your channel and said some negative shit. You end up turning off more people. So a lot of times it's just best to just delete it and let it go. But it is definitely hard. So I can understand at my tiny small scale how much more difficult it must be for Tameka. Now, taking away the whole situation with Kyle, and I'm not even putting him into the mix. I just don't know where I feel like she has been that neglectful, or even neglectful period, about her kids. Yeah, you got better mothers and worse mothers, but you're a mother, you have your kids, you do the best you can. And I just don't know if I ever felt like in that case that they proved that she was, you know, an unfit mother, that she put her children in danger, that and let me just tell you guys right now before we get into all this, I welcome everybody's comments. You guys do not have to agree with me at all, but we not gonna have no that's what the fuck she gets. You know, she wasn't there for her son that got her. I don't want no negative shit. I'm going to block you and I'm going to delete you, and that's going to be it. You don't have to agree with me. You can basically say whatever you want, but I want to keep it, you know, confined to what we're talking about here, which is the case between Usher and Tameka and whether or not she should have lost her children. Getting back to what I was saying, I don't feel like she's been neglectful, and I've really watched and followed this case, not just what they've talked about in the media, but I've really been trying to pay attention to the people that were actually at the proceedings and could talk about it, like the girl from Straight from the A. She's been there the whole time and she's been reporting. So when the judge ruled in Usher's favor, it left a horrible taste in my mouth, because I just couldn't understand how this could happen. And I just hated that Usher felt that he needed to take his children away from their mother. I mean, your children need both of your parents. So it was just terrible to me that this happened. Why not continue with joint custody? Why take these boys away from their mother? Then for Usher to have a good friend testify against her, it was just terrible, you guys. I mean, you guys really should try to really read up on this court proceedings. And you would kind of get a whole new perspective. Now, Tameka is fighting. She's fighting back. She wants to be able to keep joint custody of her sons, and I don't blame her. And I don't think anybody else would just go away and quietly into the night and just be like, forget it. Especially when they know that they haven't done anything. So, you know, I just feel like good luck to her. And there's all this other stuff that's going around saying that the judge, her name is Bensonetta Tipton Lane, evidently Usher's lawyer for the case, handled a very large campaign and raised a lot of money for the judge's re-election. And they're saying that this might be a reason why there was such a strange sway in the case, and that the judge gave this case to Usher when the whole time it just kind of seemed like it was going to stay at joint custody. So now there's whispers of corruption. I mean, this case is just a whole lot going on, and it is truly unfortunate to me. Supposedly Usher called Tameka even before the case was over and taunted her, saying that, you know, how does it feel to lose your kids? And you know, she has them on tape, and granted that tape will not be probably admissible to court because people have to know that they're being recorded. But I really do hope that if she does lose this case again, first of all, I hope she doesn't lose the case, but if she does lose again, I hope she puts that tape out, and I hope that people will really get to see and hear for themselves that, you know, everything is just not always her being the negative person, being the wrong person. And, you know, yeah, she's done some shit in the past that has made a lot of people turn against her. I've even had some times when I looked at her and been like, now, well, girl, you is tripping. But in this case, I think that, you know, she's being treated unfairly. Like I said, you guys are welcome to put your comments in here. You guys are welcome to say whatever you want, as long as it's done respectfully. And we're going to keep it, please keep it, you know, only to what we're talking about here, which is her and Usher and the 2 little boys, okay? All right. All right, you guys, we do this every week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.